Hi, this is Dr. Carrie. Thank you for joining me in this video blog. And I want to continue a series that I began dealing with narratives, addictions, and self-sabotage. So we've looked at how narratives can shape and influence our ability, or our tendency, I should say, to self-sabotage. So I want to give this illustration to you. Perhaps you have had a computer that has a virus in it. Computer viruses are really narratives. They are something running underneath the system that you intend that start shaping how the computer operates. You don't even know the virus is there, but it's running things. Have you ever had that happen? Well, the same thing is true with regard to narratives and with addictions. Sometimes we don't even know them, but they're running underneath what it is we're trying to do. And while we're trying to go in one direction because of that computer virus, it has some other things going on. It's telling the computer to do a whole bunch of things you ain't even trying to do. I hope you don't mind I say ain't. But it is the case with us that sometimes there are narratives that we have that we don't know we have. And they are running under the surface of what we're striving to do for our lives, running underneath what we have going on consciously. And it's important to know what those narratives are. And so, I began discovering some narratives. And again, I share my story with you, hoping that it will bring to mind some things for you. So I began understanding that one narrative I had was, as long as Daddy is here, I'm safe. Which meant when Daddy's not here, I'm not safe. Since some things had already happened when Daddy was physically alive, then I just knew I was open season for somebody to hurt me. So I started bulking up physically, even though that wasn't what I wanted to do. I stopped exercising as regularly as I did, even though I really enjoy exercising. And I kept trying to figure out what the heck is going on. So I knew one thing: I'm not as safe because Daddy's not here. That surprised me. I didn't believe that was really operating because I was 29 years old. I didn't live with my father. He didn't pay any of my bills, none of those kinds of things, right? But it was running underneath. Then my body, the kind of stress that came with it, my body got addicted to feeling that stress. The anxiety about what was happening or not happening, whatever. My body became addicted to that. And when that addiction is there, emotionally and or chemically, self-sabotage always happens. So one more session, I want to talk with you about narratives and addiction and self-sabotage. I hope you'll join me. Peace and love.